Welcome back to the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Elijah, my co-host Matty J. We're number 86? 86. I keep on forgetting to do this at the beginning of the episodes, but we record on Tuesday along with our live stream, and then it's posted every Thursday at 11 just so you guys can watch it before the games actually start and everything right there at the beginning of each NFL week and going into the beginning of each college football week.
They could also probably watch it during Hart Ventures Electrical Services free estimate that he provides to any customer in the local hole.
And by the time he's done with that estimate, the video should be done.
Or
it's just that quick.
Yeah, and God only knows what he needs to do, so.
So first off, we're going to be talking college football, weeks 6 and 7. Mm-hmm. The AP poll, which is still just as garbage as it always is. It's better. It's better. They definitely...
There's some steps in the right direction.
Yeah. They're hearing the noise is pretty much what we're getting at. We're going to talk, week 5 NFL, how abysmal I did in fantasy.
I didn't do too hot either. I scored over 100 points, but the person I played had 140.
So. Brother, I haven't scored over 100 points in 2 weeks.
Oh, hit me up for a trade, man. I'll take Derrick Henry off your hands.
With Derrick Henry.
I don't want Derrick Henry. So I'll bench him, but I don't want anyone else to have Derrick Henry.
Because if he pops off, I can put him in the game. If he finally figures out how to run the ball, or the Ravens figure
out the noise going on.
I got it muted already. Okay, cool. Yep, I got that.
Cool. I just saw the video.
No, you're good. But yeah. We actually got a long bracket or docket. Sorry.
So yeah, we got to get into
docket the games for next week. So first off, we got Miami FSU. So first off, I didn't watch a lick of football this week. I pretty much just had to look at notes and the highlight reels on ESPN.
I was in between. There's a couple games I turned on. Other games so the UCLA Penn State game, I did not watch a lick of that, which I wish I did. Because it was a huge upset.
Yeah, huge.
This game, I had it on one of the multi-screens, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. But Carson Beck is still, kind of doing what he's doing. Trying to make himself like the Heisman candidate. He went 20 for 27, 241 yards. I wrote that down on here, but I also saw it on the screen. But all the touchdowns came by pass from him. And then I think the big thing that Florida State, they had 3 turnovers. But Castellanos, he threw 2 of the interceptions. First INT was a bad snap, and it just didn't look like they kind of knew what was going on. It was like bad snap, and he just kind of hurried it up, and he got picked
pretty
off.
Much the main notes, and when I looked at the all plays and the scoring plays and everything like that, is that if they just limited at least one of these turnovers,
the
FSU game.
2 out of the 3 turnovers, Miami goes down and turns them into points.
Exactly. And I'm just like, that's the one thing I noticed with all these upsets and all these games that we chose to look at for this week.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are just no turnovers. You literally owned every single stat category.
Yeah.
But you lost in the turnover battle.
Mm-hmm.
And they got points off of them.
Yeah.
And that's just what it came down to, was just interceptions and what was it, a fumble?
Yeah, 2 interceptions and a fumble.
It was if you take out at least one of them, you win this game.
Even then, if your defense can hold up and they don't score off of the turnovers, they don't capitalize on the turnover, you can have a little bit of that momentum to come back.
Yeah. So. And I think one of them, it was a very long out drive that FSU's moving down the field and then throw a pick.
Oh, just wait till we get to wait till we get to Alabama and Vandy.
Yeah.
Minnesota looked so good their first drive. And after that, they settled for a field goal. They did literally nothing after that. Did nothing after that.
I didn't even take notes on it just because I saw that score. And I'm like,
what was the first drive? I was like, damn, they're kind of slicing up Ohio State's defense.
Yeah.
And then
they let it happen once.
And then, after that, there was not a successful drive the rest of the game.
It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. You get a sucker punch on him. You're just like, all right, I'll let you have that one.
Yeah.
Mississippi State, Texas A&M. What was it? Marcellus Reed?
Yep.
180, 13 for 23, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Owens.
Chapin?
Yeah. Owens, the running back.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about
second.
Mississippi State.
Or is that the third? I don't know. The fourth.
That is the second.
That is the second. Isn't that just a junior?
Potentially. No,
I think that is.
No, I think. Well, yeah, I guess maybe it's a junior.
I think it is just a junior.
But if there's a third, then I mean, then you just 142
yards rushing on 21 carries. Forgot to do the math on that one, but it's probably like 4 or 5 yards of fucking carry.
142 divided by 21 is 6.7 yards a carry.
Phenomenal rushing game.
Yeah.
And I forgot to write down Reed also had some rushing yards as well.
This is one of the games I did not watch.
But A&M, 483 yards of total offense.
I know this is the team that, like, Mississippi State, they're like, okay, they're kind of out there, kind of like KU last year, where they're kind of, what are you going to do? They're kind of sneaky. Like, they might, they're going to fuck around and lose, but they're also going to make it pretty competitive. This game didn't look so competitive. Is this the game? Like, did Texas A&M have like an all black uniform on?
I believe so. Yeah.
And, the first quarter, both the teams just had a hard time kind of getting going.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched a little bit of this game.
So I told you that 483 yards of offense, right? 303 of them were rushing.
Jesus.
Yeah. When I saw that shit, I'm like, what?
Hey, man, if you just dominate on the ground.
Ground and pound. The Ravens should listen to this.
Yeah, if I mean, to take all the time possession.
I forgot to write down the time of possession.
38 minutes to 21 minutes.
Almost.
Call it 22 minutes.
Yeah. Almost a 10-minute difference.
Over a 10-minute difference.
Sorry.
Almost.
I meant 20.
Yeah. Say almost.
I can't math. I've been hit in the head one too many times.
That's okay.
But yeah. 303 yards of rushing and owning that time of possession just leaves it eliminates everything that Mississippi State does or could do and get down the field. They know their possessions are already limited just because they keep on rushing for that much.
Yeah.
So they like try and make big plays. That's when they make mistakes. And then we got Penn State, UCLA.
See, this is the game that Nico wanted to show everybody, to say, like, hey, this is why I was asking for this much money when I was at Tennessee. Like, this is the game. But you can see he did a lot of the heavy lifting. Like, he ran a lot himself, 16 carries, almost 130 yards. He had 3 TDs, and then he had 2 also, like, from passing. So, I don't know if it's more of that new offensive coordinator, who I believe was he like the tight end coach or something?
Yeah. And then the head offensive coordinator became the head coach.
Yeah. I don't know, they're just making better play calls, better decisions.
The part about that too, and I didn't know about this until afterwards, but apparently his dad was in the Big Ten studio and just like, yes.
Just get it. Yeah. And they have like a picture where because they had lifted him up on the field. He used to play for UCLA as a quarterback, and apparently they were lifting him up too. So, it's a big like feel good moment for UCLA. This is like a Hallmark movie moment for UCLA. I don't know where they go from here.
Yeah, I honestly am sitting there. Nebraska definitely winning over Penn State.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm putting that out there in the universe. All right,
let's get there first. Let's get there. We got Maryland, who's a team that you don't sleep on Maryland.
No, you don't.
But yeah, if you're a Penn State fan and you're, I can't remember if I was projecting them to go to the national championship game, or if I was always Big 12 or Big 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't remember. I'm trying to put Oregon ahead of them. I know last week when we were picking, or 2 weeks ago when we were picking games, we picked Oregon to win over them.
Yeah.
But I expected this to be a get back game for them. So
100%, I thought it was going to be a get back.
And like, here's the thing too: it's not even like a trap game where
have Northwestern after this.
Yeah,
you go up against UCLA, who's 0-4.
Yeah.
Northwestern, who's like, I think they're 2-3, or
I think they're
1-2
or
3-1.
We can pull it up later. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, I think last week, whenever they're I heard the chance of like, fire James Franklin and get rid of Drew Atlar. And I was like, no, like don't do like, it was a really close game with Oregon. Like it went to overtime and he had one interception. He had one turnover that game and it cost them. It was at the worst possible time.
Yeah.
And I mean, Penn State was really anemic in that first half and they came alive in the second half. I guess same kind of here where most of their points came in that second half.
Dude, imagine betting on UCLA to win outright.
Dude, I saw that.
With a plus 1,500.
Dude, I don't even know. I would love to see if anyone did.
Yeah.
If anybody did. If there was like
one diehard UCLA fan.
If there's like a decent number, I'm looking at mob activity. I'm looking at mob activity in LA and going like, all right, MS-13. I don't know if there's any Irish people left here in LA.
Italian.
I don't know if there's any Jewish gangs that are going on, but like I know they're in LA, so like
Hollywood.
Exactly. Like so they gotta be making money.
How many Steens are out there?
Yeah.
Goldbergs.
So I mean, good win for UCLA. I don't think anybody. We didn't talk about this.
No, we didn't talk. Like I saw that game and I'm just like,
Penn State, easy win.
Yeah, number 7 against UCLA, who's been anemic.
Just nothing. 0-4 going in,
and like terrible 0-4 losses against like nobody teams.
Yeah, teams that they should be winning.
High schools, pretty much. Texas, Florida,
dude, love this game. Hate watching Texas. I can't remember,
dude, and like
if I told you this or if I told.
I remember we're both like.
I can't remember who
I
both
said
this.
Texas.
Maybe, but yeah. I remember saying like, "Hey, Texas is not going to look good." I can't remember. I was talking to the Texas fan that I know, David.
Yeah,
where I was like, "Dude, Florida brings people like down to their level almost." Yeah. And I mean, what did I have for notes here?
Pretty much like,
Florida had a block punt for a safety, and then that freshman, Brown. What's his name? What's his name? Is it on there? They had some freshmen in Florida, dude, just tearing them up.
Yeah.
Just fucking could not be blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you watch Josh Pace show like I did, they did establish that running game with Bog, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaden Bog.
Yeah, so.
Pretty much the only notes that I wrote down was that Florida dominated every single stat line except in turnovers, which was even. So therefore, Pivdaz or something like that.
Even that INT that Lagway had, it was hipped and it. What did I write down? I wrote it down because I was like I think it hit a lineman or something. Like it was something weird. Like it wasn't totally like a bad interception.
Mm-hmm. It just was like went through the receiver's hands or some wild interception.
I thought it was tipped and then I can't remember now, but that interception wasn't too bad on Lagway. So I give him a little bit of grace.
Yeah. Vandy, Alabama.
Fucking you have credit to Alabama's defense. They had 2 takeaways in the red zone. They had 2 interceptions, both on the goal line. Hey, Jules, come back here. What do you got there? That's not cool. She brought me a hat.
Like the one thing I noticed too is that like it was an even game going into halftime. It was 14-14.
Yeah.
Granted, Bama got that last second score going into halftime, so they're, on the come up going into it. But still, it's just like it's anybody's game at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You can argue that the momentum shifted towards Bama going in the halftime, but yeah, it's just all Alabama in the second half. Could not stopped everything Vanderbilt was doing.
Well, and then that first, I can't remember if it was the first drive or it was in the first quarter, but Ty Simpson threw his first interception of the year. It was on a 4th down try, and it just looked just like they're just kind of hurrying up and just trying to get it in there.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones, I would more kind of question, like, why would you even try to go for it here? Like, I get it. Like, this is a game that you guys wanted versus Vandy. But hey, Ty Simpson looked good. I think he's just up there with Carson Beck on Heisman.
Yeah, 100%. 340 yards, 23 for 31, 2 TDs, 1 interception. And like you said, it was a kind of a 4th pass. Yeah. And then Miller
tearing it up on the ground.
Yeah, 136, 22 carries. And that Well, the other one was 140 at 21 carries.
Yeah, and like you said, Vandy was just shut down in the second half. There was just nothing.
Nothing going for them.
Texas Tech and Houston.
Yeah. Just because we brought it up last week, like a slight bring up. But yeah, Texas Tech.
I think I was riding with Texas Tech.
Yeah. Texas Tech had 37, almost 38 minutes of time of possession. That's just the name of the game right there. And they could do whatever they wanted on the field. 552 yards of total offense.
This is what happens when you use that NIL money. This is what happens.
Well, and like, I forgot who brought it up, but someone said like, it was like 6 million or like it's either 60 million or 6 million or 6.2 million dollars in NIL from the boosters.
It's probably, yeah.
And it's just like, and this is what they bring onto the field. And they're honestly looking like a national title contender.
Yeah, I mean, does Iowa State play them? I don't think so. No, thank God for you guys.
Most probably end up finding
see them in
Big 12 championship. That's if we can win out.
So y'all got to get there, man.
We got a rough road.
Big 12, I feel bad. Like, it is really the Cinderella child of like the Big Four conferences, where there's sneaky teams in there and they're good, but just no one watches that conference. I did not watch Georgia and Kentucky.
Me neither. Iowa State, Cincinnati. So this was about the only game that I watched, and I watched about 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Because I had to go into like helping out with wedding setup and everything. And off the rip, like the first 2 or 3 drives that I got to watch, there was a penalty when we stopped them on a 3rd and long, and it was I think it was a 4th down we stopped him.
Is Carson Beck, he's a junior.
Yes.
Or not Rocco Beck, no Carson Beck, sorry.
Yeah, Rocco Beck. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's one of
he's had a great game.
He looks good. It's one of the things that I low key think to myself, like, is it worth sticking around for your senior year, dude, or just try to go into the NFL?
I think he's gonna go senior year.
I don't think so, man. Like, just
they had Brock Purdy on Bussin'.
Yeah.
And they were talking to him, and it was just like Matt Campbell makes it like a family for everybody. And it's why he has so many people returning and coming back.
That was a game that you can see Matt Campbell on the side losing his mind. Because that's just not how Iowa State plays.
So passionate about Iowa State.
That's a guy that he could go coach literally anywhere in the NFL. And he's like, no, I want to stay here.
I want to stay here in
Ames. Yeah.
And it's just like, that's what, like,
hasn't done anything yet, though. But, like, we're working there.
He's taken to 2 Big 12 championships in his tenure.
But,
yeah. So, dude, it was right before Oklahoma left for SEC.
Yeah.
And we got hacked on some, I keep on bringing it up, like, every time we talk about Iowa State. But, yeah, we got hacked on some terrible calls that were, like, game changers, too.
Well, here's the thing with this last
one, Arizona State.
We got a lot to talk about. So let's just it
was poor discipline.
And it's something that I have not seen you guys do. Just give up the run game.
Yeah.
Like, not even with Sorsby, but even the regular running back. 10 carries, 111 yards, 2 TDs. Like,
he's averaging 11 yards a carry.
Yeah, 11.1 yards a carry. That. And then Sorsby too. What did I have down for Sorsby? He was 9 carries, 64 yards, 1 TD.
Yeah.
Total, you had 264 yards given up on the ground. That's just not Iowa State football. Here's the thing: you guys did have 2 cornerbacks out, but if a cornerback is tackling somebody, that means they're probably getting into the secondary, which is still not good.
100%.
So, Big Citrus was kind of not really a factor.
Well, when he gets double or triple teamed
even
off the line.
But even then, like, the main thing I thought was contain that. And here's the thing. Iowa State made great second half adjustments to make it a close game in the second half. But
just couldn't finish it out.
Well, they had a couple of drives where they were just stalling in the 4th, and then that last drive, it literally looked like they gave up. Like, I don't know if just up the head, like, because they didn't show the rest of the field, but they picked
like if it was all black and red and just all right there,
and he just fuck it, I'm just gonna walk in. So, and here's the thing too, even that play, I hate seeing that play, that hook and ladder kind of bullshit, dude. Because Beck's got an arm.
He's got a cannon.
Now, here's the thing. Their wide receivers
are iffy.
Not even iffy, dude. They're kind of like trash.
Yeah.
Like, for the standard that Iowa State plays at, they're not meeting up.
With Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel just before that, Xavier Hutchinson as well, who was before them with Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Like the receivers we've had in the past, and this is what we have, and our best one is Sowell, and he's probably be a second or third stringer for any other team.
Mm-hmm. Are they all freshmen and sophomores for your wide receiver rooms?
I think they're sophomores.
Sophomore?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they're better next year.
And it's what I said too at the beginning of the season, is that I think this is going to be more of a down year, even if we are winning. Like our performance is going to be down just because we lost so much talent last year.
Yeah.
That I'm hoping next senior year, Big 12 championship.
Yeah. And my thing, I don't know. I think Beck could go in as a junior to the draft and still get drafted pretty high. Not a first round, but probably like a second round pick.
He could.
Second, third round pick.
I'd say more fifth. And this is me being a little bit more pessimistic.
I mean, just because Brock Purdy was the last pick of the draft. And I mean, do you think he's better than Purdy?
100%. That's why I'm saying fifth. Do you see where my logic? That's why I say go senior year, ball out your senior year. Because Brock Purdy kind of the same deal where like he did awesome freshman year, awesome, even better.
Breece Hall on Brock Purdy's team for his junior? He didn't do all 4 years with.
No.
Yeah, we got a lot of games. Yeah. We got a lot of games to cover. We can talk about that.
He also had David Montgomery too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had Breece Hall and David Montgomery.
Do you want to talk about
Virginia, Louisville? Louisville should have won that game with the turnovers.
Yeah. Second overtime win for Virginia.
Yeah.
Like back to back.
Now, props to Louisville for making the comeback to get into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's just like they had two turnovers that were both, I think one was a pick six and one was a scoop and score.
Two.
Yeah. And you take out that, there's no need for a comeback in the fourth quarter.
No.
And you win this game. And then you upset Virginia, who's number 24.
Yeah.
K-State, Baylor.
You passed it. It's up.
Did?
Yep.
Oh,
right there. Dude, Avery Johnson, such a like oddity to me where kind of look at it like, man, why are you playing quarterback?
Yeah. Well, it was a late pick six and then a blocked kick that killed K-State. Like K-State, even after the pick six, still drove up the field. It was like a 48-yard field goal and then get it blocked at the end. And it's just like you stopped them. They gave up the pick six, then two field goals in a row. And then all you need is a field goal. Just block.
Did you see he had like a huge, I think, what was it, like a 40 or 50-yard touchdown run? No one was guarding the center. He just ran right down the center. No one even touched him.
Nebraska, Michigan State. I'm assuming you watched that game.
I did. I'm happy with the result. Like I said, they didn't cover. Like that. I was like, hey, if you're going to be betting and you want to try to do bet Nebraska money line, but bet Michigan State to cover that because
cover the spread.
Michigan State is they're sneaky good. They're not too bad.
I love them when they're with Minnesota, where they're sneaky.
Yeah. I agree. Nebraska they got ranked. They're the number one pass defense in the country, which it shows. We kept Childs 9 for 23, 85 yards, 0 touchdowns over the air. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, but he threw 2 interceptions. It made me nervous that we got our first 2 scores in the first quarter, and then we gave up 21 unanswered. And then after that, you could just feel them just kind of lock in, and then we had a punt. Punt block.
Punt block. Yep.
So there's moments of the game that I wasn't nervous and I wasn't thinking okay, here we go again.
Yeah.
But there was definitely times I'm like, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And I know the wind was a huge factor in it, and that's why they elected to Matt Rule wanted the wind on his back in the fourth quarter. So that's what I was kind of expecting. This is we're gonna our first and third.
Yeah.
it's going to be tough.
Mhm.
But whenever it gets to the second and fourth, like, we should be pretty good.
The one thing I wrote down is that turnover saved Nebraska. Like, you guys did a good job
Mhm.
the ball on defense.
Yeah.
And that's what saved you guys from getting an L.
I don't think that's the main thing that saved.
That's at least what I saw from the stat line, or my big takeaway that I took from it.
It was like when you watch that game, like especially in the second half, like there was not much hope for them when we got into the fourth quarter. So I wouldn't say it's entirely off of the turnovers, but they got to establish a better kind of offensive scheme whenever the wind is going to be playing. So that's the thing, like it happens every year. I don't know why we don't create more of a plan off of it, and just like, oh, we'll wait to the fourth quarter and then we'll start popping off. It's like, no, how about we fucking score early and often, and then
we hit the gas hard and never stop.
Not go 14-0, then 21-14, and then battle back from there. But a win's a win.
I wanted to quickly just glance over the Colorado TCU game, just because Iowa State plays them next.
Yeah,
and again, one of the biggest things that I saw was the turnovers, and it's something that Colorado's might be speaking on my ass, but I know they've been they cough up the ball a good deal.
I mean, Colorado, I'm tired of seeing them in just like these. I get it because they're on the. I don't want to say the West Coast. They're in that mountain.
Yeah.
So they are playing. I feel like they're just playing most of their games like at night, and it's like, who am I going to watch? Fucking Colorado's playing. All right. Yeah, because they had BYU last week, and that was late night, and then they had TCU. I had not a whole lot of feeling that Colorado was gonna do much. I know when it was going into the fourth quarter, they were tied 14 apiece. But I was sitting there like, it's gonna fucking break open here soon.
Yeah, and then TCU just ran away with it.
Yeah.
KU UCF. There was absolutely no air attack from UCF at all. Nothing at all. I forgot to write down the UCF quarterback's number, but it was like abysmal. I think it was like over 100.
I did not watch this game.
And then it wasn't even Jalen Daniels' best game. He still threw for 235 yards. And he didn't have a single passing touchdown. I think he had 2 or 3 rushing touchdowns. But
is he a 6-year senior? Is that?
I think so.
Yeah.
We got Ohio State. Oh God, I still got my mouse over. Ohio State still at number 1. Miami's now at number 2. Oregon's at number 3.
I kind of figured that Oregon would drop since they were on a bye last week.
Ole Miss number 4. A&M at number 5. Top 5 I agree with. Top 7 I agree with, honestly. Oklahoma number 6.
I agree with.
Actually,
I mean, I don't hate top 10.
No,
really don't.
I didn't even read that far. That's why I was like, okay. LSU number 11.
Still don't hate.
Tennessee,
I don't hate. I would maybe put Georgia Tech, maybe either in between them or just a little bit higher.
Missouri number 14. Michigan number 15. Notre Dame number 16.
I don't like how fast they're climbing. Especially when you look at who they're winning against, it's like,
dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like you barely drop them.
They should have got dropped more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and now they're just climbing up 5.
Mm-hmm.
Illinois number 17. BYU 18. Virginia 19. Vandy 20. And see, Vandy loses to Bama, and they were right next to them in the rankings.
Yeah.
And they drop 4.
Mm-hmm.
Make that make sense. Arizona State 21. Iowa State drops 8 down to 22, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't get booted.
I'm surprised they didn't get booted either. And I'm also kind of surprised that Cincinnati is not in there.
Me too.
I was sitting there like they beat a team that some people had Iowa State top 10.
Yeah.
At least in the 10 to 15 range. And they beat them, you want to say handedly, but the first half handed. If it was 30 minutes of football, Jesus Christ, they blew them out of the water. and they're not top 25.
Yeah.
Like
I could imagine, I could definitely see Iowa State 24, Cincy, or 25 and Cincy 24 or something like that.
Something.
You can flip flop them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Cincy was way out there, but they're a great ball team.
They're.
I watched them against Nebraska, and I'm like,
dude, when I was watching for Nebraska, I was like, I'm getting a little nervous. My asshole's puckering up. And I was sitting there
I was sitting there kind of like, this is going to be a tough team. I did not like, or they were terrible last year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hate them this year. Like, I could definitely see them taking a two. Right now, they're tied for number 2 in the Big 12, which is
the Big 12 is such a fucking I don't get it.
But then you have Memphis at 23, South Florida at 24, and Florida State at 25.
2 big drops: Penn State 7, Texas 9. Which I want to say because it looks like the number 7 and number 9, they both lose and then they're just out. They probably shouldn't have been top 10.
Yeah.
To begin with.
Penn State on the coaches poll is only down to 22, which is...
And Texas is 19.
Yeah. Don't agree with that.
When I was looking, the first thing I saw was the coaches poll. Mm-hmm. And I tend to kind of lean a little bit closer to the coaches poll.
Yeah.
But then I saw this last week and I was like, what the fuck?
This coaches poll is not real.
Yeah, what the fuck are we looking at here?
All right, so going in for week 7. Let me flip over my notes. I kind of wanted to bring up the South Florida North Texas game just because it is a ranked South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And we brought them up too before, is that South Florida was...
What?
Oh, they must have fucking changed that shit from last night when I took notes.
They probably, yeah. Sometimes. What is it, betting odds?
Yeah, the betting odds.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, that changed dramatically. Because
so now
North Texas was minus 105, and South Florida was minus 115. Or sorry, was plus 115.
Right now, ESPN has the odds as minus 120 even. It's a pick'ems game. And here's the thing, they don't even play until Friday. So the odds are probably going to change again.
Yeah. But this one has stayed the same. North Texas was the favorite on ESPN yesterday when I was looking at it.
Prediction, yeah.
But I don't agree with that. I think South Florida is the better team going into this. Just like,
I haven't watched enough North Texas ball to have like a very educated opinion on them.
So I guess I'll have to go back to this. I looked at their last 5.
Mm-hmm.
Who has ranked wins and who doesn't? Yeah, North Texas is 5-0. But they played Louisiana A&M, Western Michigan University.
That's the guy that has the awful top 5
terrible
ranks.
Takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Washington State University went to overtime with Army. And then I don't even know what Utah State. It's USA, so America.
Yeah.
But, South Florida beat Boise. Mm-hmm. Yes, we all know that they probably shouldn't have been in the top 25, but they're still ranked. Florida, they beat Florida, who beat Texas, so therefore South Florida Bulls is better than Texas. Lost to Miami. They didn't sneak up on them. But then South Carolina State and then Charlotte. These other 2, they absolutely decimated them. I think it's going to be more a heavy favorite towards South Florida. And that is who I picked.
You can't say a heavy favorite to South Florida, but you're predicting South Florida to win. Yeah.
And I think it's more than
the favorite is North Texas.
Yeah. And I think it is more than a 1.5 spread. I think it's going to be more like a 10-point game.
I am very interested in Ohio State, Illinois. I am leaning Ohio State, but for me, this is their first big game since week 1 Texas.
Yeah.
After that, it's okay, who the fuck has Ohio State played? I was looking at them playing Michigan or Minnesota this last week, and I was like, oh shit, maybe.
Yeah.
Because last year Minnesota, they kind of got a little dicey, and I mean, even this year they're kind of still looking kind of nice. Had one great drive, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then after that, it got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So to see Ohio State, mostly that defense going versus number 17, and I mean, when you look at them, had a tough loss to Indiana. I mean, got railed by Indiana, and then came back and beat USC, who everyone, including us, thought they were going to lose again. Took care of business there. And I mean, Ohio State's still looking to, and I mean, I like their quarterback, Super Saiyan, 14.5 spread though for Ohio State.
I was just like, I don't like that spread.
Can't really fully buy that.
I think this is closer to a pick'ems than some people.
It's not like Ohio State is a minus 700 money line favorite, which
now see Vegas definitely knows better than us. But
sometimes look at Penn State and UCLA though.
Fair. And even yesterday too is a 13.5 spread. Now it's a 14.5.
Yeah, sorry, I had it yesterday. I had it was 14.5. I'm leaning on Ohio State to win.
Yeah.
I just expect that spread to be a little bit. I'm expecting Illinois to take the spread. So that's if I was betting, that's how I would do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be a 7-point difference.
100%. This whole week, I was looking at games. I was like, God damn, it's gonna be hard to fucking take notes because right after that, Alabama, Missouri, man, I was really torn on this game. I was really torn. I like how Alabama's been playing, but do you think they're kind of getting to that point of? Do you think they're continuously building momentum where they lost? What was it, week 1 versus Florida State,
and then they just build up momentum,
building, and then that was a big thing when they beat. Who did they beat last week?
Vandy.
No.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, and they're like, we're not even fucking going to celebrate. We're going to go right into Vandy.
They celebrated all for, hey, nice game.
Yeah, nice game, fucking, and then, all right, we're going to Vandy.
Hey, all right, Vanderbilt, number 17.
And then, absolutely clap cheeks. Do you think maybe they're still shark vision, kind of bloods in the water? I'm just going for anything that moves, or do you now think this is maybe coming up to like a track game where I'm going to kind of underestimate Missouri a little bit? And then,
I think I like the spread, but I think Mizzou's going to win. And I think it's going to be.
I had a 2.5.
Yeah, it's 2.5.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be. I'm going to take the over on the points too. Like if I'm going to be betting on it.
You think it's going to be a shootout?
I think it's going to be a shootout.
I don't know about a shootout.
Georgia, Alabama was, and Mizzou's just like playing phenomenal.
Yeah. I think the both of those offenses are really potent.
Yeah.
But at one point, do you think, like, all right, our defense needs to make? I'm taking Alabama to win.
I'm taking Mizzou.
Yeah, I'm taking Alabama.
I'm taking Mizzou, but it's like a field goal. That's why I like the spread.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be Mizzou wins by 3.
Well, that's the fun thing about the spread. If you want, so if Missouri, and I think I maybe explained the spread wrong to you. So pull up their odds. Let's just take a look at it.
Well, the spread is the point difference in between the two, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
But so if you're picking Missouri to win anyway, then you would pick the spread regardless.
Yeah.
But if Alabama, so they're minus 2.5.
Yeah.
All they have to do is score 3 or more.
Yeah.
And then that's them covering the spread.
Okay.
Now, if they lose or they beat them only by like a safety, or they do a 2-point try and they just come up by 1, they still don't cover the spread.
Yeah.
So that's so I don't know if maybe I'm
no, it's just a point difference in between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did bring up UCF Cincinnati, just kind of quickly glance over it. I think it's definitely going to be a huge Cincinnati win on that one.
Yeah. I was liking what Scott Frost was doing back at UCF in the first, I think it was the first like 3 games. I think they were like 3-1.
Yeah.
And then their quarterback got injured versus who were they playing? Were they playing KU when their quarterback got injured? So. And I was like, man, that sucks. Yeah. Anyway, and then they played North Carolina and absolutely just fucking dog walked them. But since then, they've kind of been struggling since that quarterback's gone down.
Yeah. And so,
I don't know if he's still down. I don't know if he's back.
There's just no air attack with UCF, so you know what they're going to do.
Let's just run the game ball. Down, and I picked Cincinnati there. For right now, when I wrote it, was minus 450.
Yep. Indiana, Oregon.
Man,
I picked Indiana. So, and I looked into this as well. Indiana is top 5 in total offense.
Mm-hmm.
They're top 5 in total yards, right?
Mm-hmm.
At number 5. Oregon is number 9, so it's close, but rushing yards, they're number 5, while Oregon is 11th. Points allowed, they're number 3 with 9.6, while Oregon is number 8. I forgot to write down what they had.
Mm-hmm.
And then Indiana yards allowed is number 5 with 221. And Oregon is number 7.
If this game was in Indiana, I would maybe be leaning on the more. But I still have Oregon winning the Big 12 and going
Big 10
to the Natty. Sorry, Big 10 and going to the Natty. I'm taking Oregon to win.
I think Oregon can still lose this game and go to the Big 10 championship.
For sure.
Easy. And it'd be an Oregon, Ohio State, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Unless Indiana, if they beat them and they stay undefeated, then, I mean, you can't.
Indiana-Oregon rematch.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, that's genuinely just off of that. I was just like, I also looked at everything else too. And Indiana just has a little bit more than Oregon, or is ranked a little bit higher and does a little bit better. The only thing Oregon does better was in sacks. And they were above them by like 1 or 2.
I mean, the thing, too, they got to look at is Oregon's had a little bit better of a resume right now. Yeah. Like, Indiana's biggest win is what? Versus Illinois?
Yeah.
Like, that's their only ranked win. And everything else is kind of like, they're good wins. I'm not taking that away from them, but Oregon
has had better wins.
Yeah. Oklahoma, Texas. Sounds like John Mateer
might be coming back.
Trying to play. Even though, honestly, I don't even think he needs to be there for them to win.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to be there to win. I'm picking Oregon. I'm picking Oklahoma. Yeah. The other OU.
I also did write down some other things. OU is number 2 in points allowed. Texas, I think this is just in the SEC as well.
Wait, so Oklahoma gives up the most points, or
least amount? Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
Oklahoma is number 2 in points allowed. I think this is actually in all of the NCAA. Texas is number 5, but also look at who they played.
Yeah. Texas defense is really good.
Yes.
They're really good.
Oklahoma is number 1 in yards allowed with 193. Texas is number 14. OU is number 2 in sacks with 21.
Mm-hmm.
I also had some questions for you. So,
okay.
Who do you think has more sacks, UConn or Texas?
If this is a question, I'm assuming UConn.
It's UConn with 19.
Okay.
Who has more sacks, Marshall or Texas?
I'm assuming Marshall.
With 15. UL Monroe or Texas?
I'm also going to take Monroe, I guess.
With 13. Texas has 11 sacks this season. And nobody schools, and I believe Texas also played UL Monroe.
They did, yeah.
And they still don't have as much sacks as UL Monroe. All
right, well, hold on. So Texas played Ohio State.
Yeah.
That's a tough team.
It is. No, yeah, I agree on that one. But, like, everything else, though, all these cupcake teams you played against.
Yeah, and you can't
get sacks.
You can't get a little more sacks.
You can't buff that shit up.
Can't win in the trenches.
Yeah. I saw that shit, and I'm like, where is Texas on here?
That's a good stat. I
was like, I rolled through it. I'm like, where even is Texas? I'm like, oh my fucking God. They only have 11 and they're this top tier defense. What, can they just not rush the passer? But they can stop the run?
Are we moving on to Iowa State, Colorado?
Yeah, I picked Oklahoma as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a world where Iowa State gives up 2 in a row.
No.
Especially to this Colorado team that is like, here's the thing. I expect Colorado to get points on them, but I expect Rocco Beck to fucking have himself a day.
So I'm predicting it's going to be a close game just because Iowa State is playing at altitude.
Sure.
Like when you go from
Iowa flat,
500 feet above sea level to 6,000, to Boulder, right up next to the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah,
they're gonna have a hard time. They're gonna have the oxygen tanks ready to go, and I think it might fuck with some of them if they've never played at altitude before. But I still see Iowa State winning, and again, like I don't see Iowa State losing 2 games in a row.
Yeah. I don't even where it's like because I have it as a 3.5 right now. They have a 2.5. Dude, I can easily see this being a touchdown game. I do not imagine a world where they just squeak by with a field goal. That, in my opinion, like
no, you're right. And for me, a pessimistic Iowa State fan,
for the Iowa State guy, they had what, a wide receiver go down, and then they had 2 cornerbacks.
That wide receiver came back. It was so well. He just got the wind knocked out of him.
Okay, so he's going to be. And then what about the 2 cornerbacks that are out? Are they?
I think they're out for the season.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Darn.
They had I forgot what it was. One was a knee, one's a hip, and it's just it's one of those things that you hate to see that happen to a player.
Yeah,
especially with them been playing so well, and it's just right as the season's starting to pick up.
Yeah. We're not going to go into it too much. I expect Penn State to get back on track with this win.
Me too.
First Big Ten win for the season.
Or they just absolutely shit the bed and continue shitting the bed. Dude, that coach is getting hard and feathered.
James Franklin. I got Nebraska over Maryland.
Same here.
I can see it being that touchdown win.
Yeah. So the one thing you guys have, because for a lot of the bigger games that I looked at, I didn't want to look at the Iowa State Colorado rankings. For this one, Nebraska Maryland, the one thing you guys have an edge over them on is running game.
Well, we got running game, and then we're the best pass defense in the nation.
And they're also really good at passing, but that's negated by your defense. Your run offense is also extremely good.
Emmett Johnson's really fucking good.
And their running defense is at the bottom of the Big Ten.
So I got to know.
Yeah.
As long as we can prevent fucking just terrible turnovers. I remember last week fucking Dylan Raiola threw a pick to just no reason, nobody. And then... as long as we can negate some of these turnovers, man, I can see us winning.
Seeing Maryland's run defense, I'm I already know my game plan. Ground and pound.
Yeah.
Ground and pound with
some play action. Yeah.
And that's how I would go at it. And I'm sure Matt Rule probably doing the same. Should be on the MattCast.
Shout out Matt Rule.
Shout out, no free shot.
I don't know if that thing... I watched Bussin'. I try not to get my notes from them, but... I don't know if they were just picking around Will Compton with
the Penn State thing.
Yeah, getting a job.
I think they're just fucking with Will Compton.
I have not seen anything.
I haven't seen that either.
I don't want to look. I don't want to look and
your anxiety is
he said that you would stay.
Start crying and have snot come out. He's like, Matt Rule, you were supposed to stay.
You're my hero. What's the next game on the?
I wanted to quickly bring up the TCU K-State.
See, I figured you did. I'm leaning TCU.
I'm leaning TCU. They just play better opponents, and K-State has looked anemic.
Yeah. I mean, there is no ray of sunshine in K-State except for hey, man, Avery Johnson runs really well.
Yeah, but he throws groundings every other fucking pass. Another one I kind of want to just quickly touch on was the Arkansas-Tennessee game. Picked Tennessee pretty easily.
Since they got rid of, I can't remember the fucking name of the coach in Arkansas. We were talking about him a couple weeks ago, but yeah, this is Tennessee's game.
Yeah. It's just like
Joey Aguilar, dude, he's so good.
Arkansas looked so hot coming out the gate. They looked good. Like, they could play really well in the SEC, and then immediately shit the bed.
Yeah. They had, but
I keep, every time, like, I look through on notes and everything like that, I pay attention to, like, every SEC's team I will look at least. And I'll see how they're playing. And I'll look at their stats. I'm like, I know they're losing, but, like, they're still a solid fucking team.
But they were in there.
Yeah. Then I have Florida and Texas A&M.
Dude, Texas A&M is looking like, and I don't expect Texas A&M.
I think that kind of spread is too close. I think it's more a 14.5.
I don't know.
13.5.
Like, I want to give Florida that benefit of the doubt of like it's going to be a close game.
Yeah,
but I really do expect Texas to dominate on most fronts.
I specifically wrote down my notes. Yes, Florida won over Texas, but they are not ready for Texas A&M. 100%. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. And the spread. No, spread's the same. I had 7.5.
Texas Tech, KU.
Nope, right there.
I expect a shootout from both the teams.
I do too, and that's the thing too. I don't expect a 14.5.
No.
Like, I don't expect Texas to cover the spread, but I do expect them to win.
Yeah. I expect them to win, and
which did I have?
58.5 for the
minus 600
for the total.
650 for the favorite for Texas Tech. Yeah. They're looking like
they're already looking at shootout, and I'm just like, I could see this going up in the 40 or 35, 42, something like that.
Even, like Daniels, he doesn't just sit there and die, dude. He will run it in himself.
Yeah,
he will vomit down the field.
Jameis
just trying
Winston
to get it.
He could actually throw accurately.
I don't know.
He just says gunslingers, send it up there. 16 TDs, 2 interceptions. 1,400, almost 1,500 yards of passing. He's a fucking baller.
He is
throwing the ball. Yeah. I know I brought
all 6 years at Kansas too.
Yeah,
all 6 years. I have Georgia winning.
Yeah, Georgia, Auburn. Both have solid defenses, but Georgia's offense is just so much better than Auburn.
I don't expect to just be in a field goal game. I expect Georgia to win.
Yeah, outright. Pretty handedly. Michigan, USC.
Michigan is the underdog.
Yeah, and honestly,
they're playing at the Coliseum. I'm going to be watching this game. I'm picking USC. Even though...
Yeah, I'm picking USC.
Part of me kind of wants Michigan, but,
So
if you look at a lot of my MattCast trivia, a lot of those guys come from USC.
Yeah.
Becoming a big fan of them and their work.
I did write down all these, like, rankings for the Big Ten. Michigan's number 7 in total offense, and USC is number 1. Michigan's number 14 in passing offense, while USC is number 1. And then you got Michigan number 3 in rushing, with USC just behind them at number 4.
Yeah.
Total defense. Now, this is where I fall apart on my picking and why I almost picked Michigan.
That Michigan defense is...
But
especially
USC
in the trenches, dude, they're fucking legit.
USC's number 14 in the Big Ten on defense, with Michigan being number 7. Passing defense, Michigan's at 11, with USC at number 17, which is like 2 from the bottom. And then you got Michigan on rushing defense at number 3. They've only allowed 77 yards per game rushing, with USC's rushing defense being at number 9.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're in the trenches work. They are
And
really fucking good.
Where and why I chose USC is just as long as they can throw the ball well, they're beating Michigan.
Which I think USC has better offensive line than Nebraska did, because that was like their biggest thing. They could have no time to give Dylan Rail to have it like any time in the pocket.
No time in the pocket.
So as long as they generate a bubble for him, he should be A-okay. Excuse me.
I forgot to take full-on notes on South Carolina LSU, but I looked at it and I want to pick LSU. I think it's going to be a dirty win for LSU.
No, I can see a 10-point game. LSU.
You can.
I like that spread on LSU. I don't even think I wrote that game down.
Yeah, I didn't put a whole lot of notes into it. I remember we talked about it on the phone yesterday.
I wrote it down, though. I thought I made a note about it. I guess I didn't.
BYU, Arizona.
Dude, a part of me wanted to take Arizona, but I'm going BYU.
BYU just has a so much better
even though
offense.
Oh, sorry, never mind. As I almost said the wrong information. And we don't spread false news on the MattCast.
ASU, Utah.
That's another game, man.
I picked Utah.
I picked ASU.
So Utah is like number 4 or 5 at passing offense, while ASU is at number 13, which is 2 from the bottom. In the Big 12 at passing defense.
Look on this game. Let me look at their last 5 each, if you don't mind, because I know Arizona State has had.
They both played good teams. Arizona State won over TCU, won over Baylor, lost to Mississippi.
Is that Mississippi State? Yeah. They were looking really dangerous.
Utah's won over West Virginia, only lost to Texas Tech.
They played. That's the thing. I think the wins that Arizona State has, like over TCU and Baylor, kind of out. Like I know Wyoming's decent, actually, they're bad, and then West Virginia, like I'm leaning more of that resume edge to Arizona State. And I like what Sam Leavitt's doing. I don't think he's the greatest quarterback in the Big 12 right now. But I like what he's doing. But Utah is the
I like favorite. Utah on this game. I know I kind of stuck with the favorites on a lot of these, but I also did look at like where they're ranked at in their conference, if they aren't a top 10 or top 25 in the league. All right. So going into the NFL, first to go over everything. Steelers, Falcons, Packers, and Bears were all on a bye this week, so they survived any losses or wins. We both were wrong on the Rams.
Yeah, dude, I was really disappointed on that.
I was too. I was right on the Vikings. You were wrong on the Browns. Both right on the Colts. Both wrong on the Giants. Both right on the Cowboys. I was wrong on the Eagles. You were wrong on the Broncos.
I was right on the Broncos.
Yep. We were both right on the Panthers. I was wrong on the Ravens. You were right on Texans. Both wrong on the Cards. Very disappointing.
Jesus Christ, that was so fucking pathetic. That was... we'll get into it in a minute.
Both right on the Bucks. Both right on the Lions. Both wrong on Chargers. Both wrong on the Bills.
Shocking.
Yeah. And then I was wrong on the Chiefs. You were right on the Jags. And dude, I really wanted to use one of my... The Jags, freebies. But I'm just like, I only have 2 left now. And I was just like, I didn't want to use it, even though like this was a bad week for me, and I probably could have used it. But I'm like, I'm gonna wait for like.
You didn't lose. You only were down by 2.
Yes,
I think.
I'm at 46-32. You're at 50-28.
Yep.
So,
and this next week, dude, I'm picking a lot of teams that maybe not the right choice. I was reading, I was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Actually, before we start doing any of that.
So, while you're doing that, Rams game, Thursday night, there's not really much to say, except for it's incredibly disappointing. I don't think it should have been.
I love that Kyron Williams had a great game, but I hate it at the same time. Because the dude I was going up against on fantasy had CMC and Kyron Williams.
Which CMC, we did a decent job in the like. He still is without a rushing touchdown, but I think he had 1 or 2 passing touchdowns. And that's the thing. Like our defense, uncharacteristically, was just giving up too many short yardage plays. Where like they were getting 5 here, they were getting 4, 6, 7. Like we didn't let them break off anything big, but they just kept making those like 5-yard pickups, 4-yard pickups. We couldn't get any sort of pressure until like late in the game on Mac Jones to where he can make mistakes where he's hurrying up and he's throwing to like, and like we weren't doing a great job pressing there. Like we were doing just too much, just kind of zone and backing off and just letting them just like the first 2 drives, like where they were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted. And then we as a team just cannot continuously starting slow. Like it's just, we got to stop that.
And I'm right on the Rams pretty heavy for this year, honestly. Like after watching them play,
they have it. They can do it. Then the 4th down call on the 4th down call where they gave it to Connor Williams. I don't hate it, but I don't like if you're going to go for it on 4th down, why not put it in the hands of Matt Stafford, who was out of his mind.
Yes.
Out of his
these last 2
mind.
weeks, he's been out of his mind.
And just, you know, you can force it to Nakua. You can give it to Devontae Adams, who was really quiet. Like, you have the opportunity to throw it.
And you have weapons.
And, we decided to go for a run. It got blown up. Everyone kind of saw it coming. It was like, we got down there. I think either we or they called a timeout. And we were like, okay, we can think about it. We get up there again. I can't remember. Like it was a timeout.
It was like 2 timeouts in a row.
Yeah, from both teams had a timeout, and
it was right there at the end.
And it was just a bad call.
Yeah.
Made me absolutely sick to my stomach. The entire game, I never thought it to be close. It's like, all right, we're gonna play the 49ers again, and they're gonna be probably healthier. Like. This can't be the result. This cannot be where we're taking them to overtime. Like, because we're going to have Brock Purdy, who, in my opinion, is better. And here's the thing. Like, I cannot stress enough, like, how good of a game plan Shanahan and his crew came in with. But, I mean, that game, it was more about us just not being aggressive enough in making plays. Like, I don't think we had a single turnover that we got from them. So it was, and we had 2 fumbles, a blocked field goal. Again, a fucking blocked field goal. We can't keep doing this. We can't.
And it was like, I looked at it, and like even the announcers were talking about it. They're like, is it the same guy and the same gap on each one?
The one on that Tennessee had, or was it Tennessee or the Texans? That they had on us. Like, it wasn't the same guy. And then fucking, overtime, Josh Riccardi short of the fucking landing zone, which I fucking hate this stupid fucking landing zone. Like, it's whatever. Like, sure, you're getting more returns off kickoffs, but you let them start at our fucking, or their 40, and then...
and then they go down the score.
It just annoyed the shit out of me.
Vikings-Browns, a bit closer than I would like it, honestly.
First team to have consecutive weeks in Europe. They went from Dublin to London, which I don't know if they stayed in that area opposed to like
they just stayed
overseas.
And I think they just stayed overseas,
which I think that's easier and more convenient. And
and then you go on a bye right after that.
Which that's going to be really nice for them. Some trickery, and honestly, like
Jordan Addison.
Well, and Cam Akers had like a kind of
first quarter suspension.
Oh wait, what?
Jordan Addison, the coach benched him because instead of going to a team meeting, he decided to go see the sights in London.
Oh,
and so like he sat Jordan Addison, and I just wanted to be like, it's one of those things like DM my fantasy team, which I had Jordan Addison. I'm like, dog, I need these points.
Yeah,
whereas like you can't miss out.
I did not hear that.
It was like great end of game catch to win the game.
Yeah.
But dog, I need these fantasy points. If you're in the first quarter and got another touchdown, that would have helped me a whole lot. I probably would have won, but I would have looked better.
Yeah. Dylan Gabriel also, he didn't look too bad. I mean, the Vikings defense is still kind of banged up, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's still upper half of the league on how good that defense is. The Browns defense, I honestly thought was going to do a little bit more. I thought it was going to be kind of similar.
I wanted to sit Gordon Mason too, because I was just like, this Browns defense really good.
They're really good, and I thought, if the Pittsburgh Steelers have that same production defensively as the Browns will have, that was my main thought going into it. I like to see how Dylan Gabriel did. I don't exactly know how I feel about them getting rid of Joe Flacco.
Yeah. And now Joe Flacco has played for every single AFC North team except for the Steelers.
Yeah. So, which they will play against each other.
He knows the Steelers.
Yeah. So, still close game. I think Dylan Gabriel had a chance that they were having like a fourth quarter drive and they just ran out of time. Yeah. So can't be too mad.
Raiders Colts 46.
I don't really even know what to say except for like, dude, that the Colts team, like that rookie rookie tight end. He is like I really don't know for like rookie of the year if I want to give it to that wide receiver in Tampa.
Yeah, in Jigba.
Or I think it's Tyler Warren in the Colts. They're tight end.
Dude, like I wish
really
I
fucking good.
Picked up Tyler Warren in fantasy.
Dude, I remember
I saw so many like sleeper rookie.
Well, I didn't see any of the reports. I remember seeing him on like the docket when I had a chance to pick, and I was like, I really got fucking Harry McBride and I should be good.
Like, I have Zach Ertz. He's good. I don't have another tight end. Yeah, maybe. And I kept on seeing him on like these sleeper like rookies coming in. I'm like, should I pick him up? And I'm like, nah. Like Jonnu Smith, he looks like I've seen him play in Miami. He was phenomenal there. Steelers picked him up, and they have a huge tight end team. So I'm just like, could be a solid pickup at tight end.
I mean, Indiana Jones and Jonathan Taylor still playing out of their fucking mind, dude. Like, forget what I said. The Colts are the team. Not even just in the AFC South, but just in the AFC.
100%.
Like, they are the team. Right next to Buffalo.
Yeah.
I can't even really think of like a team that I'm also like kind of putting them next to. Like those are my two. Like, damn, these
Pittsburgh
two teams.
Steelers.
They might win the North.
Yeah,
they might win the North by default. I've never seen it.
I've never seen the AFC North this terrible before.
Me neither.
It's just like normally we're at least like even the Browns are at least
there's like one team that really sucks.
Yeah, and then Bengals, Ravens, Steelers are doing filling up the top three. And even then, the Browns are still coming in there somewhere and getting like at least 5 or 6 wins.
And the shout out to the Colts, I didn't realize their number 2 back is Amir Abdullah, and he went in and got a score too. So I was like, damn. I'm so glad to see my boy from Nebraska still out there.
Giants, Saints.
Yeah, man, this game sucks. Too many turnovers.
Yeah.
I know Spadabu had a turnover. I think he fumbled it. I believe Jackson Dart also fumbled it.
Yeah.
That game was, winnable. It looked really good in the first half, and then the second half, the Giants just, damn it, man. Like,
yeah.
This was the game I expected you to have against the Chargers.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of looking at the Chargers kind of goofy where I'm like, what's going on with y'all? Y'all lost to the Giants and then y'all lost again this week. Like,
so that means the Saints are better than Chargers? And that means
if you're doing football math, yeah, I guess.
Have the Chargers played the Chiefs?
No.
No?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, they did. Sorry. Yeah.
And the Chargers won over the Chiefs.
They did. Yeah.
Therefore, Saints are better than the Chiefs.
What was it? The game in Brazil, like week 1?
Yeah.
Sorry. My brain went Saints versus Chiefs, and I was like, no.
The Saints are better than the Chiefs.
That's if you want to do football math. Yeah. If you want to do football math. Cowboys, Jets, man. Even with CD out, Prescott's still looking good. Yeah. And I mean,
I'm surprised Prescott is still open on the waivers right now.
I had him and I dropped him. He did not score that many points for me.
And now look at it.
I mean, the other I think Caleb Williams overall. I haven't looked recently, but at the time when I dropped him because I was debating
Caleb Williams was looking a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Broncos, Eagles, 21-17.
This is the game I knew was going to happen, man. I knew the Eagles just didn't have that. Where they could just kind of fuck around and did you see that Hail Mary attempt?
No, I did not.
That's a team And I don't know if enough people saying that is a team of me and not a team as like a cohesive unit. Like AJ Brown's out there for himself.
I heard about that where they both were like fighting for the Hail Mary.
Yeah, it was in Devontae Smith's hands, and AJ Brown came in and practically he practically forced it out.
Yeah, I also heard that AJ Brown had like a double move and like slowed up, and the ball just sailed over his head.
Oh, maybe.
And it was just like. And in the post-game interview, AJ Brown's just like, nah, he just missed. But like on the tape, if you're like, dog, you definitely slowed up.
I haven't seen that clip, but yeah, I mean,
it definitely looked like he just stopped, like carrying. Yeah, he made a great double move, got open, and just like
he hasn't asked for a release or a trade yet.
I'm surprised,
but you can definitely tell, man. Like they're not cohesive as a unit, and like you're seeing that last year. But they kind of like put it all aside and they went in and they won the Super Bowl. But like they were having those team meetings and it was all fucking
kumbaya.
Not even kumbaya. Like they were arguing. AJ Brown
was Philly, like, so kumbaya.
What do you mean it's Philly? So like you're saying like by Philly standards, that's them getting along. Yes,
it's just Philly.
Yeah, Panthers had a great fourth quarter comeback. And here's the thing, like, picked up Darren Waller. Dude, Darren Waller has been a great pickup, even though I haven't had him start. But even with, and I think if Tyree was in that game, which shoulda, woulda, coulda, the Dolphins could probably come away with that win. They did not stop Rico Dowdell. Like, that man had, I think, over 200 rushing yards.
206 yards of rushing, 23 carries. Probably 10.2 yards a carry?
It would be 9 point something.
Oh, yeah. 9 point. Would it be like 9.8?
Yeah, because you do 23 times 10. That'd be 230.
I was close. All right.
You're close enough, yeah.
Did you just get that Penn State?
I did not. No.
Oh, it's Penn State hockey. Or, sorry.
Hockey.
Penguins.
Penn State.
Yeah. I saw a pin, and I'm just like, I thought it was Penn State hockey.
I didn't even. Are you following Penn State's hockey team?
No, that's why I was like, why am I getting a Penn State hockey team notification? I'm like, oh, Pittsburgh Penguins. Okay, yeah. Texans Ravens, abysmal. 44-10. Texans.
What is even like? What was Derrick Henry? How many carries did they give him?
Not a lot. I mean, he got more points than he did the last 3 games.
Congrats!
Yay!
Like the Texans, I picked the Texans because that defense, dude. That defense will fucking just tear your head off. Whoa! So what? Did I say 33 yards? Or did I fucking
33 yards?
33 yards, 15 carries. Jesus Christ! His longest was 7 yards. Like, yeah, he had a touchdown, but Jesus Christ. And then you look at, dude, I mean, Houston, too. You had your boy, Jalen Noel. He got his first career touchdown. Did you see that he did the squirrel dance?
No, I didn't.
He hit the squirrel dance. A Ravens defender got mad at him. And, like, he gave the ball to the ball boy, and then he's like, oh, shit, that's my first career touchdown ball.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get it back, and then him and the Ravens started, like, fighting over the ball about it, but...
I also was halfway tempted to pick up Xavier Hutchinson on fantasy. He's also an Iowa State character. Yeah, so the Texans have 3 Iowa State wide receivers.
Gotcha.
That
explains why they've been struggling, man. That explains that they were 1 and 3 before this game.
Brock Purdy, and they were both.
Explains why they were 1 and 3 before this game, man.
All right, dog.
Got the Iowa State's fucking
Titans Cards.
Dude, the Cardinals should have won this game. Know where to start. You start with DiMarcano doing the exact same shit we saw last week where you fumble at the goal line. Do you talk about fucking Kyler Murray not ready for the snap and it hits him in the fucking face mask? Do you talk about Cam Ward throwing a pick at the goal line and then they fumble it and then it's recovered in the end zone for a touchdown? Like, where do you go? And then
Tyler Lockett got his first touchdown off of that.
What do you even? Where do you go? Where do you start coaching? Where do you? And like, here's the thing. Like, yeah, no, we lost James Conner. Okay, he's not the only motherfucker on offense.
Yeah, he's not. You have you also lost
what is it, Benson or whatever his fucking name? Like, you have other players.
Yeah.
Throw it to Terry McBride. He's on my fantasy team, dog. Like, if that's all you have to do is to get it down the field, the Trey McBride, then throw it to Trey McBride, bro.
It's called rinse and repeat till it doesn't work.
And then, like, the Titans, dude. If you're a Titans fan and you're seeing this game and they're going in 21-6 at halftime, aren't you leaving? Aren't you like, I'm going home? Yeah. Like, I know where this is going. They're going to go to 0-5. They're going to be just like the Jets.
And then the Titans fans are all sitting there screaming like, "We gotta win!"
Yeah. I don't even know. If you're a Cardinals fan, like, what are you doing? What are you doing except for like
suicide watch?
Maybe, potentially. Not for these two teams, dude. This team, this was a shootout, man. I enjoyed watching this game.
Seahawks, 38-35.
My heart, like, there's the thing. I wanted to go with the Seahawks because I like Sam Darnold on this team.
But Baker Mayfield,
and dude, another fourth quarter drive for the win.
This 5 games in a row that he's had a chance at a fourth quarter comeback.
Yeah, and he's won 4 out of the 5. Yeah. How do you not have Baker Mayfield in your MVP
dude?
picks?
And the Browns fans are like,
what could have been? And dude, I cannot say it enough. Where, like, I was one of the haters of Baker Mayfield, where Ohio or Cincinnati, Carolina.
The only reason why I did not like Baker Mayfield when he came in was because of the obnoxious Browns fans.
The Hulu commercial. He was on every Hulu commercial. Like, he was all over the place. And then they get him out. He's bounced around the league forever. Not forever.
He was with Matt Rule in Carolina.
And I mean, even then, I don't even think he was starting. I think they had who's the other cat they had over there? They had Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
They had Sam Darnold in Carolina.
And now look at both of them.
Yeah. Happy to get the fuck up out of there. And, you know, even like, imagine if they had Mike Evans and they had Bucky Irving. Shout out to Levante David.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter clutch interception. Helped them come back and get that win.
Lions Bengals. This is about the only NFL game I got to see a little bit, and that was at dinner with the girlfriend when we were at the casino hotel. Also, I did not make my money back.
Do you mind me asking, how much did you put down? Like, how much did you?
In total, I spent about $260.
Wait, is that like
no, not in total? No,
just on gambling?
Yeah.
Just on gambling. I
didn't lose that, but that's how much I pulled out. The first night I went out with 120.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First night I went out with 120. I had a bunch of
big spender.
Yeah.
Big spender.
I went to the $5 blackjack, or it was $15 was the minimum. Went in the blackjack, and I had a lot of terrible hands in a row. Then I had 3 blackjacks in a row to earn my money back.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there like, all right, cool. I should have walked right away. Walked out then.
No.
Because like I got back my 120.
No.
I got back my 120, and then it was just all downhill from there.
It was like those like whispers.
Yeah. Well, and then the next night I went out with my brother to the casino after the wedding.
I'm surprised you and me haven't been to the casino.
I just don't. Gambling is just one of those things that, like,
me neither.
Yeah,
me neither.
I was just like,
but isn't it like low key when you're there? It's actually kind of fun.
It was kind of depressing where I was at. It was like middle of nowhere, Iowa. And it was just a bunch of old people and meth heads.
That new one that they just built in Bellevue is. I was like, okay, I can understand now. I'm glad that I don't have the itch where I'm like, I need to go.
Yeah,
but I have fun when I'm there.
But yeah, I went out there. I pulled out 140 for the second night, and my brother. It was only me and my brother at the table.
Were you just doing blackjacks your entire time? Dude, I put in do roulette.
They didn't have roulette.
What?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah. They had craps, blackjack, and a bunch of different variations of poker, and there was no one sitting at the poker tables. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. So yeah, I was just at blackjack.
Anyway, Lions won.
Yeah, Lions won. But yeah, I went in there with 140. My brother was taking all the bad cards.
He's still going.
Yeah. My brother was taking all the bad cards.
We got a long show here tonight, and Matt wants to talk about how he lost at poker.
I only lost $40 the second night. because I made back. My brother was taking all the bad hands, so I went up. I was at like 160. He left the table, and I lost that 60.
All right, so hold on. Now I'm confused.
Backed out at
So
100.
the first night,
I went out with 120.
No. So at the end of the night, did you get your money back?
On the first night, no. I went
when you
lost it all.
You lost it all
on the first night. On the second night,
so you're down.
I walked out with 100.
Sorry,
but I went down the whole way. Sorry, I should have said I was down 160.
So between the two nights, you lost
160.
160.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Meanwhile, though, my girlfriend went up 40.
Which she had slots.
Yeah, she was at slots.
She would be a slots girl. I bet.
Yeah, she pulled out 80, and she put down 20 and got 80 back.
Nice.
Yeah. And then she put another 20, and then ended up losing that one. And she was like, all right, yeah, I'm walking away with this.
That should be a luck charm, man. Yeah. That's who you need around the blackjack table.
Yeah, I know. I should have had her there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lions won, and I was at the casino. I was just watching it.
I almost used my little freebie on Commanders Chargers when I found that Jaden Daniels was getting back in.
Yeah.
I heard it late, and I was like, fuck. And then I was like, you know what? I figured it was going to be one of those things that, like, I changed my pick, and the opposite. Like, if I change my pick, they're going to end up losing. So I was like, you know, we'll just ride out with Justin Herbert. I believe in that team. I think it's going to be a tough game, and I hope they win.
Yeah.
And I could not have been more wrong.
Yeah.
Like, they scored 10 points in the first half. The first quarter, I was like, yes, this is what we need. And then they did nothing after that.
And you know what's wild? Zach Ertz had one target.
Really?
One target.
Dude, and I feel bad because their running back, Omari Hampton, who is just a stud, in my opinion. He's out. Yeah. And I think he's going to be out for like 4 weeks, and I'll stop. Hey, Josh, don't drop Hampton. Make sure you put him on your IR. Okay. For fantasy.
Patriots, Bills.
Yeah.
23-20.
Dude, I did not expect. I maybe I should have, because it is divisional games. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
I expected
just the Bills.
Dude, and Josh Allen's fumble.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
And didn't James Cook also have a fumble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And James Cook doesn't even the most rushing for the Bills. Josh Allen does.
It did make me feel a little bit better when I was saying that Mike Rabel had the chance to be coach of the year. I was like, hey, this is a good win to have.
This is a good win to have.
To kind of build off of it.
And then
if you're a Bills fan, I don't think the stock drops that drastically.
No.
Like, you drop a really close game.
Now, if you have a bunch of friends and you only have one friend that's a Bills fan and he's been rubbing in your face the last 3 years.
It's a good game to rub back in his face.
Yeah. He was like, oh, yeah.
Similar to the next game where Chiefs and Jags were like, living in this area, and all these fucking Chiefs fans that are probably going to be a different fan base
Broncos
whenever fucking the Chiefs eventually fall off.
I remember all these Chiefs fans
were
Broncos fans
when Peyton Manning was in town.
Yeah. And everybody's like, Omaha this, Omaha that.
Yeah.
And then Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Did you watch any of the Jaguars Chiefs?
I did not.
Dude, so I think the main thing to talk about is Patrick Mahomes had a pick six at the goal line. It was a 99-yard six.
I saw that. And then
Devin Levy, I believe was the guy's name. 4th interception of the year. Like, he's my front runner for defensive player of the year. I think he's just been incredible so far. And then, did you see the last play with Trevor Lawrence?
No, but I saw
the goal line.
At the goal line, got the touchdown.
Tripped and fell behind the line, got up and still ran it in. And then if you're looking at that play, Chris Jones completely gave up on it.
Yeah.
He was literally just kind of like jogging, and he's just like, whatever. I don't know if he thought someone else was going to get him or what, but there was just no effort.
He's like, I'm too old for this running.
I guess. Yeah. But then he's like, Chris Jones is a good play. He could have made that play. And I mean, his last play, that could have been the last, you could have got a stop there, but.
And then won it 4. Hey, but you were close on your prediction. 2-3 for the Chiefs. You were predicting 1-4.
I was predicting 1-6.
Yeah.
And I still believe I picked against them. Did I pick against them?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I picked. Oh, I did pick. Yep. They're playing the Lions. They're playing the Lions. They're gonna be potentially 2-4. Even though, crazy enough, the Lions are the fucking underdog. They have the Chiefs as the favorite.
It's the Chiefs.
You don't care.
Yeah.
Like, what is everyone else seeing that I'm not?
Yeah. All right. We'll get into fantasy. 2 girls, 1 cup against me. 153 to 85.
Oof.
Yeah. I'm going to be on suicide watch here soon.
Hey, dude, you're still in the middle of the pack. You're still pretty safe.
I'm still in the middle of the pack.
You're still pretty safe.
But I'm getting...
Well, here's the thing. You look at it, you have my mom. 5-0.
It's always like...
And I think her boy, Mark Jones, I think he also got a pick last week.
Yeah.
Like, her fucking homeboy, Mark Jones. I'm like, that's Marcus Jones to you, man. I didn't realize y'all close like that.
G-Man's team, 160 to you, 114.
Yeah. It was one of those things that, like, I had players either just barely meet expectations or and he had, like, most of his players well exceed expectations. I was just like,
coming for you, 132 to OJ was framed, 123.
The prodigal 14-0 is a measly 1-4.
1-4. Hail Mary against Auto Drive Dream Team, 133 to 110.
Only 5-0.
Only 5-0 team.
I would love to go back and look at the years and see many different seasons we've had someone go 5-0.
I think I went 5-0 last year. I went 11-0 and I didn't lose until the end. I didn't start losing until the end last year. And that's when, like, the Ravens would play the Steelers at the end, and every single time it was like against the number 1 or number 2, or like it was abysmal. Did he draft him against Tom McKissick Brady, 133 to 100? Epstein's flight log against Patrick and Mahomes.
Dude, that was a huge
one. Patrick Mahomes won 154 to 139.
Yeah.
And our current standings are Hail Mary at number 1 at 5-0. Patrick and Mahomes 4-1. At number 2, did he draft him 3-2?
Did he draft him 2 girls, 1 cup? G-Man's team and Coming for You are all tied at 3-2. The only thing that breaks them up is their points difference.
Yep.
And then if you're looking at the bottom half of the league, Epstein's flight log, Steeler Virginity, Tom Kiss on the Mouth Brady. 2 and 3, and then the 1 and 4s you got OJ was framed, Run the Jewels, and then Auto Draft Dream Team. But the Run the Jewels they're making a comeback, and I believe in Auto Draft Dream Team. I give a little bit of my coaching consult.
OJ is framed as our highest scoring. And is 1 and 4.
I hope they lose. I hope they lose so bad.
Oh, hang on.
The thing that bugs me is I have a pretty decent score, but I always I have the most points scored against me. That's the thing that I am the.
You got my curse.
Yeah. Whereas I have a pretty decent scoring, but every other team just wants to do better.
I'm expecting to go 2 and 4 this week. I also just don't have a defense in just yet because I'm waiting on New England's defense.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I picked up in the waiver.
Picking up them.
I forgot who they're playing this week. But they're one of the more consistent in offensive, scoring.
They're playing the Saints, which the Saints actually that might be a pretty good pickup.
I think that's what. So did he draft him against me? 110 to 90. Probably going to go up 4 or 5, 95. So let's just hope that every single player on his team tears their ACL. Run the Jewels against Tom McKissick Brady, 120 to 82.
Dude, if we lose to this team, I'm a freaking.
So Tom McKissick Brady,
I know.
When I played him, didn't have a running back, and he still beat me.
He doesn't. So for this game, he doesn't have a running back, and his wide receiver is on a bye.
Yeah.
So I have. And here's the thing. I'm not. Usually in the past, I'm a nice guy, and I will hit up hey man, just let you know.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna do what you do to me.
Go ahead, man. I hope he ignores you. That is him. He was ignoring you. He's like, what the fuck you want? I'm not fucking listening.
2 Girls 1 Cup against OJ's Framed, 116 to 107. G-Man's team against Auto Draft Dream Team, 103 to 104.
These are all the predicted scores.
Yes. Yeah. Going into the next week. Scene's Flight Log against Coming For You, 117 to 91. And then you got Hail Mary against Patrick and my homies, 108 to 125. Which I don't know if they just have like people that are on a bye that they haven't replaced on their bench yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was some of them.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our fantasy, and I am doing abysmal. And if Iowa State, Steelers, and my fantasy team do terrible,
that was a nice thing that like you avoided what I had 2 weeks ago, where it was my college team, my NFL team, and my fantasy. You had the nice little break of the Steelers were on a bye, so you kind of got away from it, but you also went.
Yeah, the only thing that saved me from being on suicide watch and you coming over to my house was the bye.
Yeah.
Eagles, Giants. I want like I'm so conflicted.
I'm also conflicted. I circled the Giants, but I'm looking at it like I don't know if I can really sit here.
Well, like the one thing that kills me is that Jackson Dart. She rolled it over me.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cute.
This is the Carter Bowl.
Jackson Dart,
Jalen Carter, and Abdul Carter
has had fumbles and interceptions in the past 2 games.
Jackson Dart,
yeah.
And
yes, Cam Scadaboo is doing very well, minus last week's fumble. But it's just the Jackson Dart. Yes, he's out there with, total charisma.
Yeah.
I just have to go Eagles, even though I know like there's just something about them.
Low key, I want to pick the Giants because I can see it happening.
I can see it happening too because that Giants defensive line is so good, and I think they're going to stop the run game in Saquon.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm not even going to second guess myself. Put me down as the Giants. I hope Coach Dable, I hope that he looked at last week. He's like, all right, we had too many turnovers.
Yeah.
We got to limit those. I'm not going to second guess myself. I wanted to pick the Giants. I'm going to stick with the Giants, and I'm going to roll the Giants. Even though I don't like it. Like I said, man, I picked a lot of teams this week. I'm like, I don't know about that one.
I think Saquon is still a little bit salty about the Giants.
Maybe. I mean, he had a great game against the Giants last year. He really did.
That's why I think I'm going to choose the Eagles is just Saquon still being upset about the Giants.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and put the...
And it's one of these games that, like, I don't even feel good.
Picking either one of these. This is a great Thursday night game to have.
Yeah, 100%. And it's going to be one that, like, I'm going to want to watch.
Broncos over the Jets.
Broncos, Jets.
I'm going to go Broncos. See the Jets going unwinnable. I assume they're going to get a win. I could honestly see them winning over the Broncos just because they tend to have like dumb errors that would prevent them from like both the 2 losses they had they were winnable games, but they had some sort of
blocked kick
or the leverage penalty. So also Colts over Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going to go Colts over Cards as well. That seems like a pretty easy pick.
Yeah, Cardinals are just bloated corpse in the water.
I couldn't have described it any better than that, if I'm going to be honest. Chargers, Dolphins, I'm going to go Chargers.
I'm also going Chargers, but it's one of the things that like they've lost back-to-back now, and kind of pathetically. And
they're going against
the Dolphins, who they won 2 weeks ago, and then they almost won against the Panthers, which, again, not much to say there. Like,
not much to say.
Almost win against the Panthers, but Darren Waller is playing his ass off for the Dolphins, who was, I thought a lot of people completely forgot about him. You are safe to put me down as I
was already typing it down. But continue what you're saying. Not Darren Waller.
Yeah, Darren Waller's playing his ass off. Jalen Waddle's also he's getting into the end zone. I wish Tyreek didn't get himself hurt. I think that offense was starting to come alive and starting to look really good.
It was all after that Tyreek saying, "Man, I wish I was back with the Chiefs." He started looking good after that,
and I hope here's the thing. I know OBJ just got suspended for I think 6 weeks for like a PED thing. He's still a free agent. I mean, someone go and pick him up, man.
Pick him up. Yeah, he has no cartilage in his knees. But
I mean, if you're the Ravens, if you're the fucking Chiefs, if you're the fucking Dolphins, like,
well, the Ravens have already had OBJ and then released him.
Yeah, but I mean, not this season.
Yeah, well, last year.
With everything else going on,
D-Hop.
Yeah.
Patriots Saints. I think it's pretty easy to pick the Patriots.
Yeah.
Browns Steelers.
Hey Josh, do you mind turning off the oven? The stovetop, please.
I'm gonna go Steelers. I think their offense is still strong enough to win over Browns defense, and the Browns. It's a battle of defenses, so I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I could see it being like 14-10.
I agree with you, but I swap. I'm going Browns. I think Myles Garrett is still gunning for like Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's up there in the conversations for some of those, and I like how Dylan Gabriel looked.
Yes, and like I don't disagree with you on that. Like 5.5 spread. Favored to Pittsburgh.
And
I agree.
This is one of those things, man. Like the AFC North is such a. It's like I love the interleague play there.
Yeah, it's honestly one of my favorites to watch is the AFC North interleague play.
Mm-hmm.
You either see the greatest shootout of all of history, like with the Steelers,
or the Steelers win just by shooting field goals.
Yeah,
against the Ravens.
Yeah, or it's just like they literally scored. What was it? 18 points and kept the Ravens to 12.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how does this happen? Yeah, just all field goals. Yeah. Or then you have the Bengals Steelers where it's almost 100-point game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just deep balling it left, right, and center.
And then even Jameis Winston last year too came out, went all out in Pittsburgh.
I'm surprised that guy hasn't been kind of traded out to somewhere else.
But also, it's just like, I mean, he's with the Giants that have like we don't know who our quarterback is.
Yeah, but I don't even like. I think they were testing the waters between both of Russ and Jackson Dart. They haven't even looked at Jameson.
Yeah,
besides preseason, but other than that, like
halfway through the season, though, if the Giants are doing like,
I think they're gonna keep. Unless Jackson Dart gets hurt, I think they're gonna let him ride, man, and like learn.
Cowboys, Panthers.
Going Cowboys. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm going Cowboys too, not Panthers. I think I said Panthers.
No, you said Cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah. If anything, I'll check in the edit. Seahawks, Jags. I want to go Jags. I've been picking against them.
See, here's the thing. I am going Seahawks, even though that Jags team is really good, and I can see Sam Darnold throwing some picks on that defensive front. But I've been really liking the way that the Seahawks have been playing.
Me too, but I like the Jags.
And I think the Seahawks defense is also pretty nice.
Rams, Ravens, I'm picking the Rams.
I'm picking the Rams too, but here's the thing, man. If their kryptonite is just really beat up teams, they just overlook, then I don't even know what the fuck we're doing.
Dude, and like, this is where I'm sitting here so confused because Lamar Jackson is questionable now, and I have Matt Stafford and Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
here's the thing, dude, that Ravens defense is trash.
Yes.
That Ravens defense is trash. The Rams are going to score.
But see, it's just like, if Lamar comes back and all of a sudden the Rams are back to, how their offense looks like.
Look what the Rams did between Jalen Hurts and Saquon. Like, they did a good job containing those guys.
You're fair there.
Dude, this
Titans Raiders, the Battle of Midway.
Not even Midway. Like, Jesus Christ. I was sitting there, I was like, who do I pick?
Fuck a dude, Titans.
I picked the Titans because I felt like with the win that they just had, they have a little bit better of a pulse versus the Raiders who are just losing.
They won their first game.
And like, they had Ashton Genty fucking going off.
Yeah.
And then, like, last week, they're fucking not there. Which, here's the thing, I get the Colts are a tough team to play. And if they can get Ashton Genty going, I might change my tune.
Yeah.
But right now, the Titans had that weird win over the Cardinals. dare I say, flukish win over the Cardinals, but it just gave.
It's not
like
even
the
daring
defibrillator fucking.
Yeah.
And they're like,
they were trying it for 10 minutes. You should have called them dead 9 minutes ago.
Yeah, DOA.
Yeah. Bengals, Packers. I'm going to go Packers.
I'm also going Packers. But I'm going to be watching that game to see how well Joe Flacco does as a Bengal.
I don't think it's going to be good.
I don't either.
That offensive line is so weak. And Joe Flacco's so old. And then you have Micah Parsons.
The Packers defense has just not been looking great, like versus the Cowboys. Now, here's the thing. I expect Micah Parsons to be in the backfield and say hello to Joe Flacco. I expect that.
Like, it's one of the things on why I'm nervous for Aaron Rodgers as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, they're just old. They're not as mobile as they used to be. Dude. Like, I remember growing up and watching these dudes, and they're, like, sneaking out of the pocket, throwing. But they're not like that anymore. You see glimpses here and there.
If the Bengals have, like, a good game plan where it's like, hey, we got to get the ball out as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Like,
and Joe Flacco can do that.
Yeah. Give it to Jamar Chase. Give it to T. Higgins. I was going to say Chase Brown, but
49ers, Bucks. Give me the Buccaneers.
Give me the Buccaneers, too. This game makes zero sense to me. Again, how are you picking? Dude, KC has no run. They have no running. Their leading runner is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
The Lions can beat you just running alone.
And then they have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams,
Sam Laporta got in there.
Sam Laporta.
He got in. And that's not even touching the defense.
No.
Where you got fucking Aiden Hutchinson, who is like slowly coming alive.
Yeah.
You got who is fucking in the backfield, who is fucking just tearing it up right now. Oh, what is his name? Is it Kirby Joseph, or am I mixing that up with somebody?
I think you're mixing it up.
You still got fucking Anzalone, and God, who is that one guy in the backfield that's fucking?
I don't know. There's a couple people.
Can you pull up their roster for me, please?
I can pull up their roster for you.
I'm just curious. Either depth chart or roster. Yeah, Kirby Joseph. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Branch. Had me out here reconfiguring the mind. But yeah, give me the Lions, man.
Get me the Lions.
Yeah. I can't see a world. I don't know if that's just my Chief hate shaders on.
Dude, it's not. It is. The Chiefs just look anemic.
I predicted the Chiefs to go 1-6. Looks like they might go 2-5.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like originally, like 1-6. Now you're looking at 2-5.
No, it's 1-5 and 2-4.
What are you talking about?
On their records, because they're 2-3 right now.
Yeah, but the next game too.
Oh, okay.
The next game, I'm also picking them to lose.
Oh shit! Who are they playing after that? The Raiders. You think they're going to lose to the Raiders?
I must have misread, and I thought it was the Commanders. So get back to me on that one. Let me get through. Let me see how the Raiders look. That might have been a misinput.
Just like, are you sure about that?
Yeah. The misinput. Calm the fuck down.
Misclick. Bills, Falcons. Give me the Bills.
Give me the Bills, but here's the thing, man. Like, the Falcons coming off the bye. They actually looked pretty good in their last game out where they were playing.
The Bills looked terrible last week.
I don't want to say they look terrible.
It is a divisional game. Throw it out the window.
Yeah, I don't want to say they look terrible.
But they didn't look like the Bills.
No, they did not. This is a get back on track game for them. And Monday night. So they get a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's not like where it's Thursday night to Sunday where it's like that type of a break, but they get at least one more day to rest.
Yeah. Bears, Commanders.
I'm also going Commanders.
I'm going to go Commanders.
Do we have anyone?
We have like 1 or 2 splits.
2, 3.
And then the
3 splits.
Vikings and Texans are on a bye.
Yeah, we got 3 splits for the week. So even if I lose all 3 of the splits, I'm still going to be ahead. I thought you would have picked some other teams. Then
no. I mean, I like the Jags. Yeah, it's only the Eagles, Giants, Steelers, Browns, and then Jags, Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Which the Steelers, Browns is, or like Steelers, Bengals, replace it with any AFC North team.
Mm-hmm.
We usually are splitting on it. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Moving on to the Lions.
Yep. My goal is to at least get one.
Yeah. I think that all these names, minus one, you should get. Almost hit the wrong button.
Just love this.
Yeah, retro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people would not believe that back in the day the lines were bad.
Yeah.
So Matt is at maximum suck meter right now. He is at an abysmal 412. So let's see if he can turn this around, man. So tier 1, he was drafted in 2006, first round, second overall pick. He was a Super Bowl champion. He was a first team All Pro. He is the NFL PFWA All Rookie Team 2006. He's a New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame. He's a BCS national champion. He's a two-time All AP national champion. He is a Heisman winner. He is a Walter Camp Award winner. He's an AP College Football Player of the Year in 2005. Sporting News Player of the Year, two-time Chick Harley Award winner, Doak Walker, I'm hoping I say that first name right, award winner. He's Jim Brown Trophy in 2005. Time Consensus All-American, 2 times Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year. He wore 21 with the Lions. He's a 2-time first-team All-Pac-10, and the Trojans retired his number 5. And I have some other stats.
Is he a running back?
He is a running back. I have some other stats here. If you need any questions, I can give you some.
What teams did he play for other than the Saints and the...
So good question. He spent 5 years with the Saints, and then he moved on to Miami for 2 years. And then he had 2 years in Detroit, and then he had 2 very quick stints in San Francisco and Buffalo.
San Francisco and Buffalo.
Let me Google something too while you're thinking this out.
Is it Frank Gore?
It is not Frank Gore. I don't believe Frank Gore is ever on the Lions.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting there like, well, I remember last week I were talking about like people you didn't know were on the Lions. I thought Frank Gore played for USC.
So he was on the Madden cover.
Oh,
if that helps you. He wasn't a Lion when he was on the Madden cover.
Was he a Saint on the Madden cover?
He was. He was featured next to Drew Brees, and that's who they won the Super Bowl with. So if you can remember that.
God, and like was he hit by Brian Dawkins?
I'm sure at some
point. For
point.
that big hit, like it's on that. God, I can envision his fucking face too.
Can you envision his name? That's what we're asking here.
That's the thing. I can't remember his name.
You're gonna hate yourself.
I am gonna hate myself.
You got any other guesses in there?
No.
Just reach deep into the bag. One name for a running back. Early 2000s running back. That was a great.
Oh, no, I cannot.
Man, this is Reggie Bush.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Reggie Bush. I accidentally clicked on, so we're moving on to the next guy.
Okay.
So my bad. But yeah, Reggie Bush, man.
God.
So
that's a.
Yeah, it's gonna sting.
That is stinging. I'm in pain right now.
This is a wide receiver. He is 5'10", 197. He played at Notre Dame. He was drafted second round, 60th pick overall. He's a Super Bowl champion. He was on the Pro Bowl in 2014. A Bill Itiknoff award. No idea what that is. I should have looked it up. Unanimous All-American in 2009. He has 695 career receptions, 8,278 receiving yards, and 46 receiving touchdowns. I have stats here for you if you have any questions.
Who all did he play with?
So he started his career. He was drafted by the Seahawks, and he played his first 5 years as a Seahawk. And then he had a quick turnaround in Detroit, where he was there for Oh, wait. So I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Seattle, he was there for 4 years. He was in Seattle for 4 years. And then he went to Detroit and he had 5 years there. And then in the middle of his last season, he got traded to Philly. And then he spent his last 2 years as a New York Giant. In 2022 is when he retired. Or I guess that was his last career game. It was in 2020.
Seahawks. This is going to sound like a dumb question, but was Abdul Carter a wide receiver?
Abdul Carter?
Yeah. Or did he play? No, he played for Nebraska, didn't he?
No.
Who did he play for?
Abdul Carter? Are you thinking of somebody else?
Yeah.
Abdul Carter, he's the defensive end on the Giants. He's a rookie this year.
Oh, okay.
Are you thinking of Amir Abdullah?
Amir Abdullah.
He's a running back.
Okay.
I almost picked him just to see if that but I don't think he has a Pro Bowl under his belt.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I know you know this guy.
I know him as well. And he throws left, so you put that one in there for a reason.
I would like to have you think I put that in for a reason. That was just on
Wikipedia.
That was just on his Pro Football Reference is where I get most of my information. Shout out to Pro Football Reference, man. The Immaculate Grid game. I love that shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just shout out some old school wide receiver names.
We'll see if I do that, then I'm just going to be thinking of the Steelers, because that's what I remember most from the...
Man. Yeah, any guess?
No, I don't.
Man, I almost put Danny Amendola because he played for the Lions for a bit, but this is Golden Tate.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Golden Tate. Okay, we might go 0-3. So since last week you gave me a punter, I honestly thought that you would maybe get one
Reggie
or two
Bush. Yeah.
Reggie Bush or Golden Tate. So I decided to give you a kicker. Now this kicker, he was a 2-time first team All-Pro. He's a 4-time second team All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL scoring leader. He is the NFL 2000s All-Decade Team. He is the Golden Toe Award winner in 2011. Do you know who this is?
I don't remember his name, but I remember seeing him and I seen his stat line. And I'm like, when I was picking my punter, it was between him or Jack Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to go punter just because he's active and maybe he would have a better of a chance.
Mm-hmm. I got some stats here.
Okay.
For NFL record, he has the most points scored in a season, no touchdowns. And he has the most field goals made in a season. So
that's pretty good fucking stats.
He was on Philadelphia for 12 years. He was there from 1999 to 2010.
Yeah. And that's
he went undrafted and he was picked up by Washington's Redskins. That was his first team.
All right. First off, that's not politically correct.
That was historically the name of their franchise, and I hope they go back, or maybe go back to, because I mean, I look back at some of those jerseys, I'm like, man, those are nice. I have a photo of me, and maybe if I can find it and send it to you in time, there's a photo of me as a young child, and I'm wearing a Washington Redskins shirt, and I would love for the fans to just see it right here or something. Because I was a chunky kid.
Maybe I'll sneak it in there if you can get it to me by tomorrow.
If I can find it, yeah.
God, and I'm sitting here. Because I saw his name last week when I was looking.
Yeah.
It's why I'm sitting there this is on the tip of my tongue and is going to actually upset me.
He has a very basic white guy first name.
Jonathan.
No, not that basic.
Oh, not that basic?
Actually, I think it's more basic than that.
I'd say Ben.
Same neighborhood.
Brian?
Okay, I don't think you're going to get this.
No.
You're ready to throw in the towel?
Yeah.
0-3, man.
0-3.
This is David Akers.
I remember seeing that name and I'm just all right, I've heard of him. This is abysmal. And you know what's funny? I love that photo because he has those awards with the Eagles, but he's kicking with the Lions.
Yeah. I felt like the kicker was maybe hard and unfair.
No, that's fair.
Are you at least you seem pretty disappointed by the
I'm
other
disappointed
two?
myself just because all three of those people I looked at myself and I'm just like, these are good picks.
So I guess I got a question. Maybe when we finish up the NFC and we move to the AFC, would it be more fair for us to kind of like maybe switch sides where I pick first, so that gives you more time to kind of like study up and see? To me, it seems like we have the same amount. Like we both know what teams are coming, and
and like I'm just not doing a good job of the studying up after I make my picks, because like on all three of those people, they were just like Golden Tate. Yeah, he's a solid one. Because what did I have? Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah. And then you had Michael Fox or whatever the fucking kicker's
Jack
name
Fox,
is.
but he was the last one.
And then who was the other guy that you had on there?
It was a wide receiver.
It wasn't Danny Amendola. It wasn't fucking. It was one of those ones that was like, wait, he played there?
Yeah. Darius Slay.
Yeah, that's who it was.
And so it's just like, I'm more upset about the Reggie Bush. Are you still sharing the screen?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm more upset about the Reggie Bush.
What is the punishment for did we decide a punishment?
No, I thought it was just more like
just for funsies.
Just for funsies.
Man, I should have opted for a punishment.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, next week we'll do the Packers.
Yeah.
The Packers next week.
Go Pack Go.
And
Packers might be a little bit easier just because they were like in the early 2000s. They were in 2010s. They were a bit of a bigger name.
They were. Yeah.
So maybe it might be a little bit easier for both of us.
Maybe.
So maybe we can sneak into the 95.
If you want to.
Or are you going to stick to early 2000s?
I'm going to stick to people that I know.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So, but I mean, you are 4-15. So
yeah.
Whatever you got to do.
Whatever I got to do.
Whatever you got to do. If you're asking me who the...
You know what I'm going to do?
1865 season ticket holder was.
I'm not going to do that. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Quizlet, and I'm just going to get their jersey number.
Oh, man, that'd be funny.
Just like memorize, like literally ask ChatGPT, who are the top 25 most famous players from the Packers from 2000 to
even
current day.
If you pick numbers, man, I don't even know.
Numbers, I can recognize the number and them in the jersey. It's just when I can't envision the back of the jersey. That's where I'm just like,
that's where the name is.
That's where the name is. I'm like, motherfucker.
Speaking of names and good names, Joe Hart
Ventures Electrical Services.
Great name in the world of electrical service work. Free estimates. All of his information down below. Please give him a look-see. He's never too busy for anybody. Great to work with. Good guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said wow. We're the best.
We'll catch you guys.
No one better than him.
Subscribe. Comment how abysmal Matt's been doing in the trivia section.
I'm doing
this terrible. Was his idea, by the way. He came to me with this. We got to figure out some punishments since of his last 6. I believe he is 1 out of 6.
1 and 6. Yeah.
So
I did have a couple good weeks where I had like 2. I think I had 1 actually.
Yeah,
I had 1 good week.
Yeah, one good week.
I also did give you a top. Like, who was it? I told you were going to go 3-0, or like you're going to get all 3. You're going to sweep them.
I think the 2 names I gave you were both.
100%. They were.
Yeah,
and that's just more on me.
He's coming out here with excuses. We're going to get out of here. I got some chili to eat. I'm so excited for it.
Okay.
All righty.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.